Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review comparison on the two Estee Lauder Double Wear products. They are both foundations. I'm going to start with the one I'm wearing today, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup with an SPF of 10. This is what the product looks like. It is 1 ounce. I have it in the color 3N1 Ivory Beige 10. That's all I have to say. Little bit behind this, it's 1 ounce glass container. It does not have a pump or a squeeze tub or anything like that. You just have to kind of be really careful. You have to shake this up very well too before you use it. When I first went in to get this, I went to get color match because I didn't know anything about their color line, how it worked, how it was broken down, nothing about it. So I went in, I talked to a guy there that was the makeup artist, and he color matched me. I got it home, tried it on, and I was like an orange Oompa Loompa. Like, it was horrible. It was so dark. And another key part about this is this product, you'll hear a lot of people say, will oxidize on you. What oxidizing tends to mean is that it reacts with the oils in your skin and can become a darker color and can become a little bit more orange undertoned on your skin. Well, that definitely happened to me. So I did take it back. I went and returned it, and I talked to another lady who said that she felt that I should be 2N. So I actually swatched both of them on my hand and on my neck a little bit, and I went and walked around the mall, did some other stuff, came back, and I decided on this color. When I went in, I also decided to pick up the Double Wear Light Stay in Place with an SPF of 10. Have this in the color Intensity 3.0. This is what it looks like. This is 1 ounce as well. When you feel them, you feel like you're getting way less in this than in this, but it's because of the glass container. This is a light plastic container. This is way better for traveling. Whoops, I wrote the cap. This one actually has a like squeeze top. Oh, sorry. This one actually has like a squeeze top for the foundation, which makes it way easier to get out and to control how much you're getting out of the container. Couple things to be said. I have on the original Estee Lauder Double Wear right now. This does look in the container like it's way too dark for me, but I don't know, you guys tell me. I think it matches pretty well. I don't have any powder on other than blush, things like that. I have no setting powder on. I don't feel like I need it with this product. This is it's medium buildable coverage, and then it is a very matte finish product. I have combination oily skin. I usually always powder afterwards. I haven't felt the need with this. Every once in a while, if like after I'm done the day and I'm coming home, or if I'm heading somewhere and I want to touch up a little bit with this, I'll put a little bit of powder, but really only in my T-zone, nowhere else. I don't feel like I need the powder. I just don't. You also don't need much of this product. If you put too much of this on, you will cake. It will crack on your skin. It will look very cakey on you. I've tried it a lot of different ways. Let me get you some of the brushes. I have tried it with just a flat makeup brush, and I've also tried it with my Sigma F80. Neither of these worked for me, and I'm going to tell you why. I feel like with these, you get too much product on, and with this product, it is so important to use a very small amount. And the other problem is that this sets very quickly because I believe it has a powder finish to it, that when you are dipping it into the product and you're putting it on your face, it's setting so fast that you don't have time to really buff it in. So if I was spreading it on and trying to get it in, it just wasn't sinking into my skin. Same thing with my F80 is I felt like when I was putting it on, it was going on to directly in the areas, even though I was buffing it on with this, it didn't feel like it looked natural. And that was my biggest holdback the whole time that I had thought about getting these foundations. Is I had heard the horror stories of people saying that it looked cakey on them, and I didn't want that. So how I have figured out what works best for me is I literally shake the bottle really well. I put my finger on the top of it and I tip it out, and I only get enough that's on my fingertip. And I put it on 2 cheeks, and then I use my fingers and I put it in. And then I do the same thing again, put it on my forehead, nose and chin, and I do the same thing again. Once I'm done that, I then, as quick as I possibly can, I then take this and I buff into every little crevice, into the sides of my nose, like everywhere I can, down my neck, anything I need to make sure that it just seems seamless. It doesn't seem as much like I'm wearing foundation. I feel like when you see this on me, it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy, which are some things that I was concerned with. The really good thing about this doesn't transfer on me. I don't find getting it on like the neck of a shirt, like over here or anything like that. Like I don't feel like this is an issue with this product. I think this is a really, really nice product. If you are looking for a medium, it's almost on that verge of being full coverage foundation with a matte finish. Just the hard part is the color selection is not that good. And also the color selection, because it tends to oxidize on the people that are going to purchase this. The people are the combination or oily skin people that are going to purchase this to give themselves a more matte look. It tends to oxidize with the oils. So I would suggest, one, if you go in and get color matched, wear it around for a little bit and see how it reacts on your skin before you make a decision on a color. First thing. Second thing, if you're in a hurry or you're trying to order online, go one slight shade down from what you think you would be if you're oily combination. I think that makes a big difference. I don't think this is a good product for dry skin. I think it's just gonna really cake into any dry skin areas. So that being said, I really, really do like that product. But on the same side, I really wanted to try this light version because everybody said that the colors are better matched in this, which is very strange to me because there aren't as many colors in this line here. There's like intensity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if it goes that high, but there's not as many variations of it. So I was a little bit confused on that and not sure what I thought. I shake this really well too. This one didn't really say, or I don't remember it saying that it needed to be shooken up very well, but I still do that. So I shake it up. Diesel's walking around. I squeeze a little bit into my fingers and I just can do I pat it onto the same areas and then I massage it all onto my face. If I'm in a hurry. I do find that it works fine with a flat foundation brush, and I find that it works fine with a flat topped foundation brush. This one's a synthetic kabuki, but I find it works fine with this as well. This is more of truly a medium coverage foundation. This one is definitely a more full coverage than this one is, but this is not a sheer coverage. This is truly a medium buildable foundation. It gives nice coverage. It has a nice sheen to your skin. Again, I don't feel right away like I need to powder with this product, but for some reason, with the coverage being a little bit different, has just a slight, I would say this has a slight satin to it. I don't know if that's true. It's just the results I get on my skin. I don't know what they would consider it, but I really think this is a great product for summertime for me because I want that slight sheen to my skin, but I don't want to look like an oil slick. But I also don't want something that I feel like might be a little bit too heavy for summertime and might look a little bit cakey. I really like this one. Neither of these products have a strong scent to me. It's a little perfumey. So to me, I don't smell it that often, but I know a lot of people always ask me I don't smell anything on this one, but the traditional one, I do have a slight floral scent, that true Estee Lauder scent that you sometimes get with products. I think they're both amazing products. I think if you are oily combination looking for a matte finish, I think this is a phenomenal product. Just use very little of it and blend it in very well. If you are dry, I think normal, combination, or oily, any of these, this would work very well. Go with what color match works best for you. Find what works in your skin tone. These two work for me. I had to work with them, I had to play with them and figure out this one I had to work with and play with. This one was simple and easy. If you want simple and easy, but you want good staying power, doesn't really transfer and has like a nice finish to it, I think this is the easier one of these two to start with. If you are used to working with foundations and really don't mind taking the time to blend them in correctly, then this is a great product as well. Also, another key thing just to mention, MAC foundations break me out horribly, so I cannot use like Studio Fix Fluid. This is a great substitution for that product. If MAC foundations break you out, this is great. Funny thing is Estee Lauder owns MAC or vice versa. I don't really know who owns who, but it's funny, they're owned by the same company. So interesting that two products would run kind of similar. that happens through most makeup lines. But this is a phenomenal product. It really is great, and this is so easy to work with. I think anyone can use this product. So I hope you guys found this comparison helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.